What is going on, everyone? Scrub Supreme here, bringing you week 8 of the UNPL. This week we play against OnesieBanette, coach of the Solihull Skarmoors. Sorry if I butchered the name. It looks like Onesie's bringing the Quacklebull, Chi-Yu, Ogrepon, Iron Hand, Sylveon, and Grumpig. Pretty scary. I was surprised to see the Grumpig here because I was definitely expecting a Bronzong, but this week I brought Chien-Pao, our newcomer Regidrago. I had to drop Gudra and Charjabug to pick it up for the final transaction of the season. So its debut is this week. We'll bring Clefable, Terrafairy Mienshao, Gliscor, and Ceruledge. I'm super excited for this game, so good luck, have fun to Onesie, and let's see if we can score a win to make up for last week's loss, alright? Very excited for this Regidrago set because it's normal gem plus explosion, and I kind of made it to counter the Sylveon. So we'll see how that kind of plays out. So he's gonna opt to lead with the Ogrepon while we lead with our Mienshao here. My original plan was to U-turn out of whatever he comes out, but I'm pretty sure Ogrepon outspeeds Mienshao, so I'm not gonna U-turn, even though that would have been great if I had Scarf, so that way I can get rid of its sturdy, but that's fine. I don't really have anything that wants to take a Ivy Cudgel from this thing, but I'm struggling because first turn something's gonna take a lot of hit, but I'm going to go ahead and opt to go into Gliscor because I think that has the best chance of surviving anything. Try and get either my rocks up or my spikes up because I live at least one with Gliscor. At least one. So Gliscor's going to come out, and surprisingly he goes for the Power Whip.
Oh, that's a miss.
And unfortunately for him, it does miss. We're going to get our Toxic Orb up. And so Gliscor's gonna be free to either pretty much do anything here. I'm gonna go ahead and go for an Earthquake just to deal some damage, get some chip, break the sturdy, all that fun stuff. As he's gonna swap out into his Quacklebull, right? Yeah, Quacklebull. Quacklebull's gonna take this Earthquake fairly well. It still does just under half, but I'm not really wanting to risk an Ice Spinner here because I don't really take it all too well, especially if he's choice banded. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap out into my Clefabulous, which this week we brought a physically defensive Clefable for this thing, and all of his other physical threats, but he's gonna go ahead and go for the Flip Turn. Based on that damage, he is definitely banded. So that's good to know, because like I said, this is Fizdef Clefable. We're gonna I am free to Moonblast, or he's gonna go out for his Chi-Yu. I brought Ceruledge specifically for this thing with Flash Fire if he goes for Fire move, which is kind of what I'm expecting him to go to, or not really expecting, but hoping for him to go into, because with that I can freely I can take it with the Flash Fire, and I can just Bitter Blade or set up with Swords Dance. So we're gonna go ahead and go out to Ceruledge as he goes for the Substitute, which I was not expecting that at all. So that was kind of cool. But that just puts us in a position. I'm going to go ahead and hit Bitter Blade to break the sub and take whatever hit he gets, which he goes with Dark Bolt. So we brought Colberberry just in case. So Ceruledge does get to live one. We are going to break the Substitute here, hopefully. I think it does break it here. And it does, yes. So substitute's gone, but our cold berries popped. We're gonna get a little bit of health back from it. I don't really want to stay in, so we have our specially defensive Mian Chao here with Assault Vest. 4 Chi-Yu switch-ins, because Chi-Yu really isn't hurting much, especially if he's locked in Dark Pulse. Which, at this point, I'm not sure. Go for Dark Pulse again. It's not going to do anything, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and I can freely fire off a Drain Punch. If he swaps, he swaps. Anything chip is chip. And we brought the Poison Jab for Sylveon switch in. We didn't bring Empoleon this week because I didn't really feel like it was good in this matchup. But yeah, we're running Drain Punch, Poison Jab, U-Turn, and Terra Blast with Terra Fairy. Should be able to do a chunk considering Fairy type hits the Duck and Iron Hands. But he's going to go out, switch into his Sylveon, which Sylveon's not going to really take much of anything from the Drain Punch. But that's fine, because we can go ahead, we're free to just go into Terra Fairy plus Poison Jab to have Sylveon not really hurt this thing at all, and still take a super effective move with the Poison Jab. Who knows, maybe we get lucky with the poison, maybe we don't. But still, this is gonna hurt. I do apologize about my voice. I think I'm starting to get sick again, but it's okay. Poison Jab, he is the Kiva Berry. So that was not expecting that whatsoever. If anything, I was expecting him to bring Steel Berry for my Empoleon. So I like that. That was good prep. So Poison Jab isn't going to do anything to it. But I'm just going to go ahead and press it again, because now he doesn't have the berry backing him up. So this should hit a lot if he wasn't physically defensive, which I'm pretty sure it is based on the amount of damage it has taken. He's opt to switch out into his Ogerpon, which now that Ogerpon takes the hit, it's going to lose its sturdy, so I don't have to worry about it living one hit and reverse sweeping me. But on the other side, my Mian Chao is not going to take a hit well from this thing, so we're going to go ahead and go back out into our Gliscor. His Gliscor can at least live one, and I can take a turn to hopefully set up hazards or get some extra chip on it. As he goes for the Terra Rock Ivy Cudgel. More than likely he's going to Ivy Cudgel this time, since he doesn't want to take the risk of Power Trip. Or Power Whip. Sorry, not Power Trip. Power Whip missing again. He's going to get his defense boost. And hit me with an Ivy Cudgel. Gliscor's going to take this. I don't think there's 2 hits because of our poison heal. Yeah, we should live another one. I want to say, if anything, it'll be high roll to kill. But I'm debating here, do I want to deal damage or do I want to get spikes up? I didn't see any Pokemon with removal, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit spikes. He doesn't have defog, he doesn't have a spinner. Or he doesn't have anybody with defog capabilities, I don't think, and he doesn't. I guess he could have rapid spin on Duck. I think Duck gets rapid spin. But it's fine, we're going to go ahead and get that. Maybe something will get poisoned. Or something will get poisoned as long as he's not running boots. And kind of try and cripple his team as Gliscor's last stand. Because Gliscor is not going to live another hit or so. But he's going to Ivy Cudgel again. Glasgow hopefully live. It lives. Cool, 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 cool. So now we get our toxic spikes up. At least one layer. Would have been cool to get two, but I'll take the one. I'll take the one. So now I can go ahead and let this thing go down to bring in a free switch to something else. So I'm just gonna click Earthquake because there really isn't much for me to do. I mean, I could have probably got Stealth Rocks up if he decided, for whatever reason, to switch, but it is what it is. But he's gonna finish Gliscor off with the Ivy Cudgel, which gets first knockout of the game is on us. But now I'm kind of free to go ahead and go into Chanpao. Chanpao either is going to scares this thing away, or at least can kill it because we brought Sacred Sword. So we're going to go ahead for that because I don't think anything really besides Iron Hands was going to like to take this too much. I'm not really expecting him to stay in too much on this thing, but if he does, cool. If he doesn't, that's still cool because something's getting chipped. As this Chanpao really doesn't have much for Iron Hands if he does switch into that, but nothing on his team really wants to take a Sacred Sword. He does switch out. Into Iron Hands. Iron Hands going to take some poison. It's going to get poison, sorry. And it's a crit, but it doesn't really do anything, so that's fine, that's fine. I'm definitely not going to keep Chanpao in here because this thing will eat it. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out into Clefable because Clefable can live something. At least live it, maybe get some wishes off, Moonblast for some damage. Either way, you know, Clefable kind of walls this thing. So that's cool. He swaps out Iron Hands into his Quackable. So we both kind of double here. Quackable is going to get poisoned thanks to Toxic Spikes. Actually, let me check to see. Does Duck get Rapid Spin? I always forget that. But he can either go for Flip Turn, Aqua Step to gain speed, but I'm just going to go ahead and probably go ahead and Moonblast because Moonblast seems pretty free here. Or I can just go ahead and get a Wish up and get a free swap if anything. See what he does. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and Wish here. Flip turns. I'm going to take that like a champ while I get my Wish off. But since he didn't opt to go for Rapid Spin, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have it. So that is very good for us, all things considered. That means maybe the Toxic Spikes will stay in the entire game and slowly cripple the rest of his team. It's cool. But there's always a chance that. But he goes into Grumpig. Grumpig's going to get poisoned. I'm going to get my Wish off. You make that Wish, you stressed out Clefable. Leftovers recovery. So now I'm just going to go for a knockoff. Super effective, lose its item, or if he swaps, something's going to lose its item. That's cool. Because that would be huge if, like, say, the Quackable lost his Choice Band. or Iron Hand loses it. He stays in, goes for Reflect. Okay. So that kind of helps him out a lot. Knockoff is gonna do 2. That's okay. So I can only assume that he had brought no item Grumpig to kind of check my Poltergeist Ceruledge. I thought that was kind of cool because Reflect and that does cripple my Ceruledge. I really like that. Okay. But it's fine because I can fire off Moonblast and hopefully take out. He's gonna hit me with the Thunder Wave. So now my Clefable is paralyzed, which that's fine. Clefable wasn't gonna outspeed anything as long as it doesn't, you know, get parried. And he's gonna lose a special attack drop with Moonblast as well as take some poison damage. I'm gonna go ahead and Moonblast again. No, I'm gonna go ahead and Wish. Which, that was kind of perfect timing because I can get my Wish. He Whirlwinds me out of here. Was not expecting the Whirlwind, but that's cool. Blue comes out. Mienshao. Okay. I can go ahead and U-turn and go into something that needs the healing. So Mienshao's going to take out the Grumpig. We're going to go ahead and swap out. Kind of get the momentum back in our favor. While at the same time, healing up Ceruledge because that's really the only thing that we have left that doesn't have full health. So Ceruledge is going to come back out. I can possibly set up with this thing. Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, Ceruledge is going to get health back as he goes out into Ogerpon. And now that Glass Core's down, I don't have a safe switch into this thing because it's kind of put into I'm kind of put into a position where I have to sack something. Because Ogerpon is just that strong. But it is poison, so I can probably hopefully try and stall it out to faint, but nothing I have, so I kind of have no choice but to let Ceruledge go down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with a Bitter Blade, but it outspeeds, so Ceruledge is just going to kind of stand there. But that's fine. That's fine, because now I can go back into Qian Pao and either knock this thing out, hopefully, since especially now that Reflect's gone, I can scare it out, or knock it out, either one. Because really, I think the only Pokemon that I have on my team that can outspeed this Ogerpon is Qian Pao. Although I think Regidrago was also able to live it as well. And I can take in a moment to set up with Dragon Dance, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and go Qian Pao. And Sacred Sword. As he's most likely going to swap out into Iron Hands, which is fine. Because if he goes Iron Hands, I can just go back into Clefable and either Wish or Moonblast and just kind of whittle stuff away. So yeah, he does go out into the Iron Hands, which takes a little bit of damage, takes a Poison Chip. We go out into Clefable. Thankfully, since this thing is poison, Leftovers really doesn't help it a lot. But Clefable's going to come back out. It can live a hit, no problem. Especially if he tries to Drain Punch, but he's going to go out into a double and bring out Chi-Yu. which I don't think my Clefable likes Chi-Yu too much, especially since we're full Phys Dev. So I think my play would be to go ahead and swap. I don't think I can really kill it with Boom Blast, so I can go ahead and swap back out into my Mienshao. Maybe hit it with a Drain Punch, because now I'm resistant to his Dark move if he presses it. He's going to hit me with a Fire Blast, land the Fire Blast, and burn my Mienshao. So that sucks. But it's okay, because I still have Chien-Pao to clean up in late game. I think I'm just going ahead and Drain Punch. Yeah. I have to let this thing go down because I don't think Chi-Yu will faint from one Drain Punch from a burned Mienshao. So unfortunately we have to let Mienshao go down here. But that's fine. That's fine. We still have a chance. I think from this range, this thing dies to a Chien-Pao Sacred Sword. He's going to land another Fire Blast, so that goes down with Mienshao. Mienshao put in a ton of work, so that's fine. I'm not too upset. Now I think it definitely brings it into a Chien-Pao range. So we're going to go ahead and go out into Chien-Pao. Press a free Sacred Sword and kind of hope he doesn't swap, but he's probably going to swap. But if he doesn't, that's a dead fish. Although he probably will swap because he kind of still needs it. Except I don't think it takes out Regidrago. But it's fine. To stare down at the ruin Pokemon. Onesie is going to go ahead and swap out the Chi-Yu, probably bringing back Iron Hands, which, yeah, Iron Hands it is. Iron Hands is kind of coming close to, I think it can't take one more. I think the next Sacred Sword it takes is its last. So, that's good. I could Ice Spinner, but I think I could just go ahead and Sacred Sword and no. So Chien-Pao is gonna ironically get the crit when it doesn't matter, but it's fine. Chien-Pao's gonna take out the Iron Hand, so now he has. I think his only switch into this thing now is Sylveon. So that's all that's left for his Chien-Pao switches is Sylveon, which I kind of have a whole Regidrago for that as long as it gets set up. But he is going to go out into that Sylveon. Sylveon's going to get poisoned. Which I believe at this point now all of his Pokemon are at least are all poisoned, so that's good. Everything is on a time limit until it faints. So I'm going to bring Chien-Pao back in and send out Clefable, because Clefable can kind of wall this thing. and I can either hit Moonblast or I can wish, you know, wish stall it out until it poisons, which I don't really want to do that, but it is an option if I need it. I am paralyzed, so that could also be an issue. Clefable's gonna come out. He's gonna Hyper Voice. Clefable's gonna take a good chunk from it. Leftovers recovery. I think that Hyper Voice is gonna be like a 3 to 4 hit KO. He's gonna take some poison damage. I'm gonna go ahead and wish just in case he hits me with another Hyper Voice, and that way I can still live. He's gonna go for his own wish to, I guess, ensure that this thing lives. Unfortunately, Clefable is gonna not be able to move this turn when I need a wish, but that's fine because I still have leftovers recovery to heal up. I could probably go for another wish here, but I'm gonna go for some damage since this thing is getting lower on health. So I'm gonna go ahead and Moonblast as he Hyper Voices. Hyper Voices is gonna do it the chunk. I'm gonna be able to move, so I can hit it with Moonblast. He's gonna lower its special attack. As wish is gonna come true, gain some extra health back. As we can still live another one. So this is coming down to the wire. As long as I can get this wish to go off, I am feeling safe. Which he's gonna go ahead and swap out of Sylveon to go into the Quackable, which, okay. And this Clefable just does not want to make a wish today. That's fine. That's fine, because I should still be able to eat a hit from this thing. But because I know he's banded, I think I'm gonna go for another wish. Because if I wish now, I can swap out into Regidrago, which will chew a liquidation, but then gain full health back. Clefable's gonna hold on, get its wish off, or make its wish, and that kind of allows us to freely go into, like I was saying, the Regidrago, because Regidrago is gonna eat a hit and gain its health back, which gives us a free chance to get a Dragon Dance off. Regidrago is finally going to make its debut in this game. Liquidation is going to do a small chunk, but Clefable's wish is going to bring it back to full. So it's a completely free Regidrago switch, and Clefable is, or not Clefable, Quackable is got its last turn of poison. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Dragon Dance, because we all know I live a hit, and at this time Quackable is going to go down to poison. Sorry. Unless he decides to swap, but he's just going to let the Quackable go down, get the chip that he can on Regidrago. I'm going to get the defense drop, which, that's fine. Regidrago is going to Dragon Dance, and I believe that means that Regidrago outspeeds what's left of his team, because after the Quackable goes down, all he should have is Sylveon and Chi-Yu. Oh, and Ogerpon. He still has the Ogerpon. But that's fine. He doesn't have anything that really wants to switch into a +1 Regidrago, so that's good. I mean, well, excited from a physically defensive Sylveon, but I don't think even that wants to take an Earthquake. He's gonna go out into his Ogre Pawn. He's gonna gain his defense boost again, but take a little bit of damage from poison. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit Earthquake because there's no way this thing lives in a +1 Earthquake from my Regidrago. Regidrago is gonna take down the Ogre Pawn, which now all he has left is a like 30% Chiyu and a Sylveon left, which is fine. I'm gonna go back out into Sylveon, and this is kind of what I've been waiting for. This explosion is going to knock out both Regidrago and Sylveon, which is the whole reason I brought this thing here, because I want to say unboosted normal gen explosion was going to do at least 75 to 85% on this thing if I calculate right. So yeah, no, Sylveon goes down here. Shinpao is going to come in and freely hit Sacred Sword on the Chiyu here, which is going to grant us the game, as long as I outspeed, which I'm pretty sure Shinpao does outspeed. So that's fine. We're going to get our Sacred Sword. And he was Choppleberry the whole time, which at this range is not going to matter. So that is GG to Onesie. That was a super close game. It was a very fun game. And I will see y'all next week for the final week of UNPL.
There goes the battle!
Peace.